So I originally made a video spur of the moment with all my pent up frustration with the way the world is and the way that modern day women are taught and continue to teach others to put down men at every turn. I think I made some good points, but I sat back and shook my head. Like, I didn't say it in the way that I wanted to say it, but that doesn't make sense saying it out loud. I felt the need to refine what I said because I believed that it needed to be said in the best way that I had to offer. So I kept putting it off because I really wasn't sure how to go about doing that. Because I'll be honest, I'm not good, I'm not always good at presenting my thoughts or my feelings well. I will fully admit that. I try to avoid arguments because I'm just not good at presenting um, what my argument is very well. Not very good at that. Uh, but as I put it off and thought about doing it, and I realized I didn't need to do that because it would ultimately end up turning into a rant about women, and that's not what this is about. This is Father's Day. This isn't for them. This is for you. It's for men. I do not think men are important. I know men are important. As a young woman, I'm aware that I probably would not be in the same headspace or place in my life that I am now if I did not have good men in my life. My mother is a wonderful woman, so I highly doubt she would have let me become anything like these girls now that still have much maturing to do and still live in their young princess phase where the world revolves around them like it did when they were 4 years old. So, to my father, who is one of the most steadfast men I know. As every family does, sometimes we don't always see eye to eye. But I love my father, and rarely have I ever felt that he didn't love me in return. He has comforted me when I have sought his guidance. He's taught me things about life and working with my hands and mind. He has spent most of his life bettering himself through education so that he could do whatever he could to ensure that our family was supported, and he's had to sacrifice to do that, including sacrificing time to be with his family. He worked for the Air Force, and so he was gone for months at a time while I was growing up. He had 2 strokes last year, and he's been working hard every day to get stronger, not only for himself, but for his family. I love you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. To my late grandfather on my mother's side, you had one hell of a temper, and it scared me sometimes. You were not perfect, but you supported me. You encouraged me, and you were the one to finally stay. You were the one who finally kind of said, stop talking about getting a rabbit and go get a rabbit. You spurred me into action. Told me I could if I wanted to, if I worked for it. I remember when I had trouble between my and my mom. Sometimes I wouldn't be doing my schoolwork properly or was being difficult or didn't understand, and mom would get kind of impatient and frustrated with me, and I don't necessarily blame her for that. But it was him who stepped in and calmed things down and helped me out. I love you. I miss you. Happy Father's Day. To my grandfather on my dad's side. To the man who always took me out rock hunting with him, who shared his love and passion of rocks with me, and to whom I owe my first mammoth tooth find too. We may not agree on everything, but I know of your wisdom and your hard work and kind heart under some of that gruff. I love you. Happy Father's Day. To my uncles, who have, for the most part, been a big part of my life, reminding me that I'm loved and cherished in their own ways. I love you. Happy Father's Day. To various good male influences in my life, I love you. Happy Father's Day. To all the fathers out there grinding day in and day out to better themselves to support their families and society, Happy Father's Day. I love you. And to all the young men out there who grind away to better themselves and their situation so they can one day support a family or have a family, happy Father's Day. I love you too. Know this, that in a world that does not love you, does not cherish you, and does not support you like it should, there are still people out there who see you, who hear you, and who support you, love and cherish you like the world would have you believe they don't. God bless you, and have a happy Father's Day.